Do 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 do. What the?
Did someone say Jurassic Park?
No, Steve.
Oh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fun Finds in Jurassic Park, where I scour the Goofs section on the Jurassic Park IMDb and figure out if the Goofs are fact or fiction. This is also not an AI voice artist, so you know what? I'm going to give some personality. Will I give any pauses? Probably not. So anyway, we are going to be discussing the Velociraptors of Jurassic Park and some scientific inaccuracies that have been found and proven to be inaccurate. But, that doesn't really detract from the Velociraptors. They're a great addition to the film. They're wonderful, they're lovely, they're fabulous. Give them their own spin-off show. It's great. Now, one of the first goofs I found talks about how, the Velociraptors were seen as large, as pack hunters, and extremely smart, when in actuality, real Velociraptors are smaller, covered in feathers, probably hunted by themselves, and the Troodon turns out to be the smartest dinosaur, which we saw on the Telltale Jurassic Park game, but that's really soft canon, and Troodons weren't really found to have venom, and some of their behaviors might not be accurate as well. And anyway, going back to the Velociraptors, according to IMDb, there were 3 mistakes made during the dig scene in Montana, and the first of which is that Velociraptors were not found in Montana. They were actually found in Asia, hence their name, Velociraptor mongolius. Another thing that is incorrect is Dr. Grant says they're large. Apparently they're not. They're a lot smaller, and were actually covered in feathers. Very fascinating stuff. And the third thing is that Dr. Grant says that raptor means birds of prey, when according to this goof, it actually means thief. And, Velociraptors were first found around nests, and they were thought to be oviraptors, but it turns out that they were just, sitting by their nests, and that there may have been better parents than a lot of other animals in the animal kingdom that just abandoned their young. So, that's fascinating. And here is another goof that basically talks about how Velociraptors were not found in Montana, when in actuality Deinonychus, aka Velociraptor anteropus, were found in Montana, but the inaccurate name was kept in the film. And what I found was that Michael Crichton wanted to keep the term Velociraptor because, it sounded more menacing than Deinonychus did. And, you don't want people running around saying unscary things. So Velociraptor was kept for the movie. Isn't that great? That's great. And I also did a little bit of research about the Velociraptor, and I found several web pages that backed up the goose that the Velociraptors are smaller, probably covered in feathers, probably hunted by themselves, and, ate small rodents, not people, because, they didn't live in the same time and all that jazz. And so it is very unfortunate for the Deinonychus that they couldn't have the representation, but unfortunately Deinonychus was not a fun name, and Velociraptors were more menacing, even though Deinonychus are slightly larger than Velociraptors. And actually, fun fact, there was the perfect raptor that could have been used for Jurassic Park, but unfortunately it was formally discovered in 1993. Although the fossils dated back to the 1970s, the Utahraptor was not formally discovered until 1993, as I said before. And it's really unfortunate because Utahraptors were larger than a man, they were built like a polar bear, and they were covered in feathers, but that is neither here nor there. And it would have fit the Velociraptor scene in Jurassic Park perfectly, but unfortunately, it just did not work out that way. But, with that, I have finished with my analysis of everything. The goofs were good, the Jurassic Park was great, everything, and all that jazz. And I thank you all for listening and watching this video. Please like, comment nice things, subscribe, click the next video if it's one of my videos. And the picture that you see relates to next episode. So I hope you all have a wonderful date/night/evening, and may you have all the good things. Okay, bye-bye.